Who really is Muse in Marvel's universe? Hey there, Marvel enthusiasts. Welcome back to where we dive deep into the Marvel universe to uncover the stories behind your favorite and sometimes lesser-known characters. Today, we've got a real treat for you as we explore a character who's as mysterious as he is terrifying, Muse. Have you ever wondered about the dark artist lurking in the shadows of Hell's Kitchen? The one leaving a trail of eerie masterpieces that baffle heroes and villains alike? If the darker corners of the Marvel Universe intrigue you, then stick around. We're about to unravel the twisted tale of Muse, one of Daredevil's most unsettling adversaries. So grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's dive into the haunting world of Muse. First things first, who exactly is Muse? Muse is a relatively new addition to Marvel's pantheon of villains, making a chilling entrance into the world of Daredevil. He's not your typical bad guy looking for world domination or a quick heist. No, Muse is an artist, a very disturbed and dangerous one at that. He sees the world as his canvas and isn't afraid to use any medium, no matter how grotesque, to create his masterpieces. Operating primarily in Hell's Kitchen, Muse leaves behind a trail of art that shocks both the public and the heroes trying to protect them. His works incorporate elements that are, well, let's just say not for the faint of heart. But beyond the shock value, Muse represents something deeper in the Marvel Universe, a commentary on art, expression, and the fine line between creativity and madness. His actions force heroes like Daredevil to confront not just physical danger, but moral and ethical dilemmas as well. So Muse isn't just another villain to be punched into submission. He's a complex character, challenging those around him in unexpected ways. Now, let's take a step back and look at how Muse came into being, both in the Marvel Universe and in our reality. Muse made his first appearance in Daredevil Volume 5, Number 11 back in 2016, crafted by the talented team of writer Charles Soule and artist Ron Garney. Soule, a lawyer who brought his own experiences into the storytelling, wanted to delve into darker themes, and Muse was a perfect addition to the gritty narrative he was building. From a publication standpoint, Muse was introduced during a time when Marvel was exploring more mature themes and complex villains. He wasn't just a throwaway bad guy. He was someone who could hold a mirror up to society's obsession with sensationalism and the darker aspects of human nature. In the comics, Muse's background is shrouded in mystery. We don't know his real name, his history, or what truly drives him to create his disturbing art. This ambiguity makes him even more unsettling. Is he a failed artist seeking recognition? A deranged individual driven by unseen forces? The lack of concrete answers keeps both readers and characters on edge. Over time, Muse's presence has grown, leaving a significant impact on the Daredevil storyline and setting the stage for future conflicts. His character opened doors for discussions on the role of art in society and the lengths to which one might go in the name of creativity. So, whether you're a longtime Daredevil fan or new to the series, Muse is a character that adds depth and intrigue, making the comics even more gripping. All right, let's talk about what Muse brings to the table in terms of powers and abilities. Unlike many characters in the Marvel Universe, Muse doesn't have flashy superpowers like flight or laser eyes. Instead, he possesses what can be described as enhanced physical attributes. He's incredibly agile, stealthy, and has an uncanny ability to evade detection. This makes him a slippery foe for heroes like Daredevil. One of his most notable abilities is his heightened senses, similar in some ways to Daredevil's own powers. He's shown to operate in the shadows with ease, often sneaking into highly secure areas without triggering any alarms. Moreover, Muse has an extraordinary talent for art, albeit with a dark twist. His creativity is off the charts, allowing him to create elaborate pieces quickly and with materials that are unconventional, to say the least. He also seems to possess a high tolerance for pain and possibly even a regenerative healing factor, as he survives situations that would typically incapacitate or kill a normal person. This resilience makes him a formidable opponent who's hard to take down for good. In terms of combat, Muse is no slouch either. He's demonstrated proficiency in hand-to-hand combat and uses his environment to his advantage. Combined with his other abilities, this makes him a dangerous and unpredictable adversary. Now, let's dive into some of the major story arcs where Muse takes center stage. Muse's most significant confrontations are, of course, with Daredevil. Their clashes are not just physical but also ideological. Muse challenges Daredevil's sense of justice and morality. In the dark art storyline, Muse begins creating art installations across Hell's Kitchen that horrify the public and baffle the authorities. Daredevil, now working as an assistant district attorney under his secret identity, Matt Murdock, takes it upon himself to stop Muse. The tension rises as Daredevil discovers that Muse is not only elusive, but also surprisingly aware of Daredevil's methods. Their encounters are intense, with Muse often one step ahead, pushing Daredevil to his limits both physically and mentally. In this storyline, Muse kidnaps several Inhumans to use in his latest masterpiece. This brings him into conflict not just with Daredevil, but also with the Inhuman community. The storyline delves deeper into Muse's twisted psyche, revealing his obsession with making a mark on the world in the most shocking ways possible. One particularly chilling moment is when Muse creates a massive mural using materials that are, let's say, not your standard paints and canvases. This act forces the heroes to confront the horrifying reality of what Muse is capable of, raising the stakes significantly. Muse doesn't limit himself to conflicts with heroes. He also takes on the authorities, including the police and even the mayor's office. His actions cause widespread panic and force a citywide manhunt. In another notable event, Muse confronts Blindspot, Daredevil's protege. This encounter has devastating consequences. Muse blinds Blindspot, leading to impactful emotional fallout for both Blindspot and Daredevil. This act isn't just physical harm, it's a symbolic gesture that adds another layer to Muse's complex character. Throughout these story arcs, Muse remains an enigmatic and haunting presence. His unpredictability keeps readers and characters alike on edge, never quite knowing what his next move will be. These stories are some of the darkest in the Daredevil series, showcasing not only Muse's impact on the narrative, but also highlighting themes of morality, justice, and the nature of art. Now let's peel back the layers and analyze Muse as a character. Muse is in many ways a portrait of obsession. His single-minded dedication to his art drives everything he does. He's not motivated by money, power, or revenge, common traits among villains. Instead, he's driven by an insatiable need to create and be recognized. His lack of empathy and disregard for human life make him a classic sociopath. Yet there's a twisted sincerity to his actions. Muse genuinely believes he's contributing something meaningful to the world. This delusion adds depth to his character, making him more than just a mindless villain. Muse represents the darker side of artistic expression. He embodies the idea that art can be both beautiful and terrifying, questioning where the line should be drawn. His character forces both readers and other characters to confront uncomfortable questions. What is the price of art? Is there a limit to self-expression? How do we respond to creations that challenge our moral compass? Additionally, Muse serves as a mirror to Daredevil. While Daredevil uses his abilities to protect and serve justice, Muse uses his talents to disrupt and provoke. This contrast highlights the themes of order versus chaos and justice versus anarchy. Muse also taps into societal fears about sensationalism and the glorification of violence in media. His actions prompt discussions about the responsibility of creators and the impact of their work on society. In essence, Muse is not just a villain to be defeated, but a catalyst for deeper reflection within the Marvel Universe. His presence challenges characters to examine their own beliefs and the consequences of their actions. Muse's actions have significant ripples throughout the Marvel Universe, particularly in the lives of those he directly affects. His confrontation with Blindspot not only physically harms the young hero, but also leaves emotional scars on Daredevil. This event forces Daredevil to rethink his approach to mentorship and vigilantism. On a broader scale, Muse's art instills fear and panic within the community, testing the public's trust in their protectors. His ability to evade capture undermines the confidence in law enforcement and superheroes alike. Muse's challenges push characters to their limits, both morally and ethically. Heroes are forced to confront uncomfortable truths and make difficult decisions, sometimes blurring the lines between right and wrong. Furthermore, Muse's actions bring attention to the vulnerabilities within society. His ease of access to high-profile targets in public spaces exposes gaps in security and the need for better protective measures. Overall, Muse leaves a lasting legacy of chaos and introspection, prompting both characters and readers to consider the complexities of justice, art, and the human psyche. While Muse's primary interactions are with Daredevil and Blindspot, he also crosses paths with other characters in the Marvel Universe. His kidnapping of Inhumans brings him into the orbit of characters like Medusa and other members of the Inhuman royal family. This expands his impact beyond just the streets of Hell's Kitchen. Muse's actions could potentially attract the attention of other street-level heroes like Spider-Man or Jessica Jones, given the nature of his crimes. Moreover, his unorthodox methods and ideological motives could make him a target for organizations like S.H.I.E.L.D. or even the Punisher, who might take a more lethal approach to stopping him. These connections open up possibilities for future storylines and team-ups, adding more layers to the Marvel tapestry. So what's next for Muse? Given his unique character and the impact he's had, it's possible we'll see Muse re-emerge in future comics. His open-ended story leaves room for new developments and confrontations. Fans have speculated about Muse appearing in other media forms, like TV shows or movies. With the darker themes explored in series like Daredevil on streaming platforms, Muse could make for a compelling antagonist on screen. There's also potential for him to interact with other heroes, offering fresh dynamics and challenges. The Marvel Universe is vast, and characters like Muse can pop up in the most unexpected places. Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. Muse has left an indelible mark, and his story is far from over. And there you have it, folks. We've taken a closer look at Muse, a haunting figure who adds a chilling depth to the Marvel Universe. Muse isn't just another name on the long list of Marvel villains. He's a complex character who forces heroes and readers alike to grapple with challenging themes. His blend of artistry and madness creates a unique adversary that stands out in the world of comics. Whether you're a die-hard Daredevil fan or new to the series, Muse's story is one that shouldn't be missed. He embodies the darker side of creativity, pushing boundaries and questioning the status quo. So what do you think about Muse? Does he intrigue you, unsettle you, or maybe a bit of both? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Marvel explorations. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay super.